it's Tamara, and I'm back with a new junk journal. And this time I'm doing something just a little bit different. You can see that I have started using the little golden books covers to bind my books. And I actually really like it more than the fold over, because the books with the fold over, I mean, they open and everything, but these ones just like open up and stay open. And it just seems like it's much easier to write in the book. So I really like that. The other thing I've added is a little tassel. Well, not a little tassel, it's kind of extreme. But I just started looking at all the tassels I've seen on these and I'm like, I want to make tassels. So Cindy got the first one. I always do that binding, and my daughter was like, oh Mom, I would have loved that when I was a little girl. It's all gemmy and pretty looking. So this is a older little golden book cover. I mean, you can tell it was 49 cents when it was purchased. So let's just get into this one. The papers and everything in here are supposed to kind of align with a little bit more princessy. That's not to say that all of the papers are perfectly princessy. Some of them are like, this reminds me of Mary Poppins, but it's not specifically Disney paper. The cover has some places for you to record what you've got going on in your life, and there's a pocket right here with a postcard in there. Turn the page, and a little pocket here with a couple little things in there, and so tags, and a lot of different kinds of princesses in here, so it's not just Cinderella in here. And this is a Beauty and the Beast, the back of a Beauty and the Beast DVD cover, journal page. So Cinderella, oh, and then there's a map of Disneyland in here. So if you get behind there, there's actual Disney map. Cinderella is a super special princess to me. She's my favorite princess. And then she also happens to be the one that my daughter got into princesses for, even though my daughter ended up being a Beauty and the Beast girl. She likes Belle with all her books and smarts. But when she was just teeny weeny, she was we were very non-gendered when we were new parents, and she was so we were like no pink, no purple, nothing like that. Not just because we didn't want to force it on her. And then one day we got back from Disneyland when she was about 2 years old, and my husband found her on the floor doing this exact thing. She was singing the song, "Though This Is Love," and she was holding her hands out and blowing the bubbles. And it was just one of the sweetest things I'd ever seen. And I thought, oh my gosh, Cinderella is forever one of my girls. I also really like Ariel. Ariel came out when I was 16, so that was the first movie I actually drove myself to, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Like my first opportunity for an adult opportunity, and there I am going to watch Ariel with some of the kids that I babysat. So here's one of the original pages from this book. The cover is on. Sorry, I'm trying to use YouTube for my background sound, and it started playing an ad. I love little glassine baggies. Ugh. And then I've got another pocket here. Ariel's getting chased by a shark on one side, and the other side is just a place for you to journal. Keep on going. Library pocket with a library card. I just love those. I love office supplies, period. And then there's a page from Lady and the Tramp, and then there's our Cindy, again, Cinderella. I love these little flipper pages. You can write something on the back or have your kiddo draw something. And I found these at the Daiso store, of all places. And they're just a little envelope for you to store something that you have picked up in. And then just all my fast pass tags that I make have had, sorry, those were sticking together, have had paper sewn to the back so that you can write on the back your memories. And then these are just some little, like you can see there's a hole there, but it's a little envelope with a little window in it. And I just thought those were really neat. They're for those Polaroids specifically, but I didn't want to use them for that. I just thought they were cool for junk journaling. And those little pockets, part of the map. from Disneyland. And then the plans. This is from A Year of a Million Dreams. That's a long, long time ago. I think that was 2005, right around there, something like that. And then I always think this is so funny. It's like the most important thing while you're in the park is to figure out like where all that stuff is. And then these are tattoos that I got in Disneyland when the Planes movie, Fire and Rescue, was coming out. And I got a couple of those and I don't know what to do with them anymore, so I put one in here. And then there's a pocket with Peter and Wendy on it. A flipper page right there. Places to write, places to glue things, places for your kiddo to draw about their day in Disneyland or whatever it is they want. Little journal spots on top of Buzz and Woody. Another little mini book. I like to put a lot of different kinds of, like it's a little mini junk journal. It's kind of how I think of these. And so you can put all kinds of different thinking in there. And then these tickets, I bought a lot of tickets and they all have like, they're almost all blank on the back, which just gets me excited because there's one more place to write. And I love places that don't have too much writing because sometimes I don't have a lot to say. Sometimes I just want to write like one cute little sentence or, you know, like this is the perfect place to write like the cute little words that your kid figured out when they were in Disneyland. Isn't that a cool one? It's so subtle. You don't really realize it's cars until you really look at it. But I got time cards. So those are part of what's included in my books these days. One of those little pockets. And this is from Dumbo. Dumbo on the front, blank on the back. Some more tags, and that's Princess and the Pea. So you can see that there's lots more like pink and princessy kind of stuff in here. This is a claim check tag, and then a guest check. And look at that, it's the King of the Forest, Mr. Bambi's dad, whatever his name was. And then we're getting to the end. Got Frozen in here. One more flipper page. And we're ending the book with Cinderella and her prince right here. Oh, and Star Tours too. Little envelope back there. And then that's the back of the book. It's OG Little Golden Books. The original Golden Books cover. And then I just covered the inside to attach the book. But it is one of my favorites. So I hope you enjoyed flipping through with Cinderella. She will be on my Etsy page very, very soon. So go check it out, and thank you for looking.